Right. I think Crossplay was a scam. I think it was a scam for PC users, right? I'm going to show you. I don't know why this exists on just Mortal Kombat 1. It's not like this game is breaking anything graphically. When you have Unreal Engine 5 being used for Tekken 8, and I believe, is Street Fighter 6 also using Unreal Engine 5 as well? Or, no, it's proprietary, isn't it? I think. Regardless, we don't have this issue with other fighting games. They have specifically made it even more difficult with PC, right? Forget the fact that Nintendo Switch isn't even part of it, right? Now, when you, after you've sort of like logged in and everything like that, right? You have to do a benchmark test. Now, if you fail a benchmark test at all, you can't actually play crossplay with console people in casual, in ranked, like Combat League. You can only do it 1-to-1. Right. Now I do hit the benchmark. That's the interesting part. I've got an i9-13900K. I have 32 gig of DDR5 RAM. I have a 4090 RTX. I'm kicking the shit out of every game that's coming out. Like this, like my PC goes to sleep every time it plays a high-end game because it's just not even being stressed. And somehow, with this magical pile of garbage, it's what? It can't do it. I can play crossplay in Tekken 8, in Grand Blue, in Street Fighter 6, and any other game out there from PC with console people. Not a single issue whatsoever. There just isn't an issue at all, right? And yet, in this game, as you can see in the thumbnail, and I'm tempted to post this on what do you call it? I'm gonna save that, right? That's being saved. Yeah, I'm gonna post that to Ed Boon and whatever idiots are in charge, right? Now watch this. We're gonna go back out. I've passed the benchmark, proving that I can hold a stable 60 frames, right? And when we go online, it's not gonna let me. This, like, it took 5 months and you still couldn't get it right. So check this out. We go online. I give up. I give up, right? And so if you go in and you try and, like, even though I have crossplay enabled, which you can see right above here, right? It's on, okay? If I go versus or ranked, I will only ever be paired up with people on PC. Now there are people on the Steam forums, because some people thought, well, maybe it's because it's not on an SSD. Well, there are people on SSD who are still having issues. They have made this, like, this so, I don't know, I don't even know how to describe it. Like so pedantic that it's gonna wipe out a whole bunch of people on PC. Right? Another one. Sincerely, when I say this, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, I mean that seriously. I mean psychiatrically, what is wrong with you? How is it that Tekken 8 can do this with no problem whatsoever? Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising can do it, no problem. Street Fighter 6 can do it, no problem. And they have been doing this shit in the beta, and yet your ridiculous ass comes out after 5 months, and you still can't nail it. Right? And then you get this sort of shit here, right? This opponent is using a system that does not have an SSD. You may experience longer load times for this match. Nobody gives a shit, right? Because having an SSD isn't going to change anything either, because I passed the fucking benchmark. I passed the benchmark as per requirements for this game. What a like. Let's do it again. Let's do it again, right? You know, just for shits and giggles. Right? Come into graphics, like settings, graphics, benchmark. It'll pass again. Right? It'll pass again. 60 frames. I can hold 60 frames. Do you know what I think it is? I don't think it's got anything to do with hard drive. Right? And I do have an SSD. My SSD is for Windows, right? But I don't have a dedicated SSD just for gaming because they're expensive. And I find that every single game that I do run loads really, really quick, runs really, really well, despite them running on the non-SSD hard drives, right? 7200 RPM drives. However, some even are 5400, and they're still fine. The problem, I think, is that they've got a game that is fluctuating between 60 frames and 30 frames. Be it menus, be it fatal blows, be it fatalities, it's all over the place. Right? It's all over the place. Now I'm looking at that counter, I'm going, okay, its average FPS is 59.3, that's fine. Current FPS is 60, right? And it's going to pass, it's going to tell me that, yep, you're hitting 60 frames. Oh no, sorry, it's doing 59, let's redo it again. Let's redo it again. This is ridiculous, man. Like there is something fundamentally wrong with this game. And because it was outsourced through Q-Lock, then we have a problem. Right? Let's do the benchmark again. This is ridiculous, right? Like, what is wrong with them? They are so shit. So you've seen now twice. I've had a 60 frames, I've had a 59, right? But even when I've done 60, as you saw, trying to go online, it says, no, you can't do it. I was playing against a friend of mine from Discord yesterday, Seeker, he's got a YouTube channel, and we were playing just fine, right? Apart from lag, you know, which is, you know, connectivity, right? Oh, now it's doing 59. Here we go. Let's back out and we'll come back in. Now it's gonna cause problems, right? So let's come back out, come back in. Jeez, man, this fucking game, I tell you what. Right, and even if it's like one frame down, what difference does it make? Right, if you've got VSync, for God's sakes, you can lock it at, I'm pretty sure I've got it locked actually. That could be, you know what, that could be an issue. That could be an issue as well. I might actually have to check and see if VSync is locked. Because if I've got VSync on, sometimes, I know it's weird, sometimes VSync, there we go, see, now we've got another result, right? So we've got 60, 59, 59, 60, right? Now let's check something. Let's check VSync. Okay, video, audio, is it in there? No, I think it's in graphics, so I got it. VSync on, let's turn off VSync. Custom graphics, FPS limit is 60. Right, upscaling method, don't have any of that. Let's see. Let's see if this makes a difference. Right. Is it gonna keep crawling up? It's actually low. Is it actually low? Is it gonna go higher? No, there we go. I think it might be around the same. It's on point 5. How does a game that is less graphically impressive, right? There we go. That is less graphically impressive than Tekken 8 and Street Fighter 6 manage to be like the most anally retentive thing? Right, see, I can't even... I am literally passing the benchmark 3 times now. You're fucking idiots. You are fucking idiots. Right? Anyway.